I don't even know who's going to be seeing this. Okay, I can't do this with headphones with my voice talking back to me. Little unscripted, exhausted, likely insufferable rant. I cannot make videos as clear as it is from my extremely inconsistent upload schedule from the last couple years. I like making videos. I want to make videos. I have no energy to make videos. I can barely get on the computer to play video games, and that's easier than reading or doing any other activity that would calm my mind after a day of work. And at first, it was I'm working 60-hour weeks or longer at this one fast food place because that's just how it was being in management. Management's like that everywhere, I'm pretty sure, where it's just like call outs and all sorts of stuff. That's how it was there. Then the next place I worked, I was on rotating shifts, so I'd have a week of overnights, and then I'd have a week of evening shifts, and then I'd have a week of morning shifts, and I'd have a couple days off. And by the time I got all 4 of my 4 days off done, I was back on the overnights, so I couldn't even use that energy, what little bit of energy I got from that, to make videos, because I had to use it to stay awake for hours on end just to get ready for the overnights. And so finally I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I need to do like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 9 to 5 or something, Monday through Friday, get my weekends back and my evenings back. I know that sounds ridiculous. Why would I want this grindy, overbearing lifestyle? But it seemed like it would be so much easier than the rotating shifts where it was still 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, but with no consistent sleep schedule. I wasn't waking up at the time I want to wake up. I wasn't going to bed at the time I want to go to bed. And I know it's weird because everyone around my age group is like going to bed past midnight and waking up halfway through the day. It's like I feel like that should be what I'm doing too, but that's not what I want to do, so that's not what I'm doing. I really like getting up early in the morning and going to bed a little bit earlier. Not too early, but like sleeping in, I'm like still waking up at 7 or 8 a.m. I think that's relatively early. I honestly don't have any real sense of what is early, what is late anymore. But I feel like my day should be starting at 8 a.m. at the latest. I think that's kind of early. I'm not sure anymore. But I finally got a consistent 9 to 5, relatively consistently. For whatever reason, on Tuesdays, I'm 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., but that's just because the schedule gets copy-pasted, I'm pretty sure. I think I'll be back on consistent 9 to 5s. And I thought, okay, I'll have a little bit of energy on the weekdays and a lot of energy on the weekends to get stuff done with video editing. And that's not been the case. I have a project that was supposed to go on the Ben and Cal channel months ago, and I've barely sorted through clips. I have not added subtitles, which I don't even know if I'm going to do at this point. I haven't added background music. I haven't figured out the chapters yet. I still want to do the chapter thing. I want to do things, but I don't have the energy for it. And I go in, and the place I'm working now, it's such a disgusting mess. I'm working fast food. I understand now why people say they work fast food and they never want to work they never want to eat fast food again. They never want to eat fast food anymore. It's because of the kind of stuff I'm dealing with. I come in and it's the usual closers don't close type of thing. The lobby, tables haven't been wiped down, floor wasn't swept or mopped. You go into the kitchen and the grills are just black. They should not be black. You have, for context, this is Taco Bell I'm working at now. We have this thing we just call the Therm. It's a rethermalizer. It's a big old metal box with a big old lid, and it's full of water, and it keeps the water at I think it's 195 degrees, something like that. It's either 165 or 195. I can't remember which one it is right now. That's how exhausted I am. That I work there every day and I still can't remember which one it is. I think it's 195. And, when you close, you should take stuff out of there and deal with it. I don't know what they're supposed to do with it. If they're supposed to ice bath it and then put it away, or if they're just supposed to throw it out. It's got to be one of those two. I can't see them just putting it back in the walk-in. I think that I don't know why, but like that's not an okay thing to do. But there's some reason why that's not an okay thing to do with the temperature danger zone. I think it's like if you just throw it in there, it's in the temperature danger zone for longer than it should be. And like if you put it in an ice bath, it cools down quicker and it goes through that temperature danger zone quicker or something. But I know it's like a real big deal in fast food places and probably actual restaurants too, like higher grade restaurants. They probably do that too. But they don't do any of that. They don't throw it out. They don't put it in an ice bath. They don't even throw it back in the walk-in. They just leave it in the therm. Now, thankfully, we're only closed for like 3 hours. And we come in. I say we, but I don't. I go in at 9 o'clock. But like, the opening crew comes in an hour before open to get, inventory, management stuff, prep, all that stuff done. So it's sitting there for only like 2 hours, plus however it was sitting in there before they left. But it still shouldn't be sitting there. Oh, that sounds bad, right? That's not the worst of this. And I don't want this to reflect that on Taco Bell altogether. Just the location that I'm working at, which I'm not going to disclose for personal safety reasons. I mean, posting where I work on the internet is a bad idea. On top of that, I'm sure now that I said Taco Bell, go figure Taco Bell's probably watching this. They're probably going to try to find me anyway. They're going to have a really easy time doing that, and they might fire me, but stuff is going to need to be said. Because if they find me and fire me, then they find the location I'm working at and fix it. So, you win some, you lose some. The worst of it. Where do I start with this? Give me a second to think. Because I'm not editing this at all. I looked under the dining room drink station. For reasons I will disclose in a moment. I opened up that little cabinet. There's a little cabinet underneath the soda machine in the main lobby. And there was so much mold. Just black mold. There was like a cup with some tomato sauce looking thing in there. I don't know what it could have been. I mean, you'd think I would know because it was one of our cups, so surely it was one of our products, but whatever it wasn't one of our products anymore. And it was molded. Oh my god. I'm gagging. Just thinking about it. I've scrubbed underneath there a couple times. I still haven't got everything. It's bad. I've been finding bugs. Not a lot of bugs, but the bugs you don't want to find in a restaurant. I've been finding them especially near the bathrooms. So, definitely have something there. That was the reason I was looking underneath the drink station. Was to see if there was some way I could get into the drain and clean that out. There's not. There's not a way for me to do that. I'm simultaneously thankful there's not and angry that there's not, because I do really... I don't want to clean under there, but I also know that it needs to get done, so I want to, if that makes sense. That's how a lot of my cleaning is at the store. I don't want to do it because it's gross and it makes me want to throw up, but I don't want to kill someone. I really, really don't want to kill someone. Oh my god, in the bathrooms, I need to talk more about the bathrooms, because the bathrooms themselves, they look clean until you look into the trash can. Like, the toilets are taken care of, the sink's taken care of. I've seen splatter on the walls that I haven't dealt with. Like, it's very clearly nacho cheese, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. It's food product. It's very clearly food product. Why there's food product in the bathroom? That is a question for our customers, and I don't understand that one. But food product in the bathroom. It's not able to be mistaken for something else. It's not that gross. And it's gone the next time I check. Now, there's some criticism here in why am I not doing it, because why am I not doing it? I'm not doing it. Why am I not doing it? That's not good sportsmanship on my part. That's not good cleaning on my part. But other staff have been getting in the bathrooms. Except for the trash cans. The sink is clean, the toilet's clean, the walls are clean, everything is clean. Except for the floors for some reason, but like that's a sweep and a mop. Like I can deal with that. That's not bad. Why am I was told I was only going to be making food and nothing else. I kind of shoved myself into prep a little bit, but I was told I was just going to be on the line and only worrying about the line. Why am I having to go into the bathroom, look into a trash can with no bag in it, and deal with diapers and used toilet paper with that color on it that means a certain not so clean substance? I'm having to deal with this. Yeah, I know. I work there. I should have to deal with it. But you think it'd be, from one day. No. The trash can is full. So I emptied it out one day. I checked the next day. Nothing in the trash cans. I checked the next day. Nothing in the trash cans. So in 2 days, nothing has been put into the trash cans. And yet I had to empty them when they were full? I understand that I could be doing more. But it shouldn't be this bad in the first place, that I have to be cleaning mold off. I have to be dealing with infestations. I am making $14.25 an hour for this. And the only reason I'm sticking with it is because I managed to get in a fast food setting and say, I am 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, no extra anything. No extra availability. Not flexible. That's what I was looking for. Not flexible. And they went, okay, sure. And then the manager that hired me got transferred to a different store, and someone else took over, and they have not talked to me about that. They just were like, oh, you're 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? Works for me. It's like, okay, cool. But I don't know why I should have to be doing this much. So I come home from disgusting Taco Bell. And I'm fairly certain not every Taco Bell is like this. I'm fairly certain that this is the minority. Because I have heard many managers at this place say that this is the worst store they have ever worked at. So I know that this is rock bottom for Taco Bell. This is not the norm. This is absolutely not the norm. Do not get the wrong impression. I don't want to sit here and defend, corporate giants or anything. I want people to feel safe with their food. It's exhausting when it's everything I can do in a day to barely make the place anything better. And it feels like I'm the only one doing anything. And I'm just basic crew. And I'm so thankful that the temporary acting GM who got transferred to us last minute, thrown in, has been working on this as well. But when he's dragged into meeting after meeting that he has to attend, there is no option there. When he has to deal with all the other managers, all the other crew, when there's 20 million other problems in the store that have to be dealt with, he can't do the cleaning. He can't even think about it. There's no time. I don't fault the guy. He only took over maybe a month ago. You can't do everything in a month. It's not possible. But I come home, and I'm exhausted from this. And I have no energy to do any video creating. I'm so lucky I managed to open a file just to make this rant. And I can't redo this because I don't have the energy. I don't care how bad this video is. I have to get something out because this is something that I don't even know how to put this into words. I know, ironic in a video where I'm just talking into a mic that I can't put it into words, but I shouldn't have to expend all of my energy just for food to be safe to eat. I should have some time. I have time, but I have no energy for creative outlets. I have no time. No, that's not true, because I just said I have time. I have no energy, is what I mean. For my family. For the pets in the house. For going outside and enjoying the sun. For just having a morning of peace where I'm not dreading the next time I have to go in, or thinking about the project I have on backlog for 2 months that I've barely even started. If you've made it this far, I do appreciate listening to me ramble incoherently. I really do appreciate it if you are still here. So I want to give just a little bit of a tease for the next video. If I ever finish it, it'll be going on the Ben and Kel channel. It is our playthrough of Garden of Banban 8. It was really funny. And let's just say I predict that you will like this. My predictions have been correct. So, I predict you will enjoy the stupidity within this video. And the mockery and buffoonery that goes on. That's not even a real word. Is it? If it is, I said it wrong. That's just the point that I'm at right now. I don't even know basic vocabulary. Alright. I'm going to root around in my computer and see if I can find some gameplay to slap over this. Probably going to be Topnum. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. Whatever I can find. But that's all I have to say. Please take care of your food. If you work in fast food, I know you're getting paid either minimum wage or borderline minimum wage. And all this cleaning, getting all the nooks and crannies and, really scrubbing at stuff and putting all in this effort, it's asking a lot for the little pay that you're doing. And I don't like the idea of wage slaves. I don't like being a wage slave. I don't like that, okay? But please, for the love of God, if you can care about anything, care about the cleanliness. Not because corporate wants you to. Not because it makes money or the place looks inviting or anything like that. But because if the place is not clean, people are going to get sick. And people are probably going to die. It is a legitimate health concern. And it is something that, after working fast food for the last couple of years, I do care about. If there's expired products, get rid of it. Don't serve that. If there's a spot that needs cleaning, please get to it within the next couple days. You don't have to have a perfect store every single day. Shit happens. Just take care of your environment. I really hope that it's not asking for a lot. I mean, I know it is asking for a lot, but I hope it's not asking for too much. And to the companies out there who might be listening in, Taco Bell, I know you're here. Please don't understaff your stores. Because it's not just people that don't care that's causing the issue. It's understaffing that can cause this issue too. Granted, at the location I'm at, it's a little bit of both. It's mostly people not caring. But don't severely understaffed stores. I get that staffing can be very difficult to keep in fast food. People come and they go, and sometimes they all go at once and nobody comes in for a little while. I get it. But do what you can to keep stores clean. Hire a third party if you have to. Don't make people sick. Pay the little bit of extra cost. It'll keep people healthy, and it'll make you more money in the long run whenever the health department doesn't shut your store down and you have to pay those fines and you lose the revenue from the day. I say lose revenue, but you're not making the revenue from those days you're shut down. You're not really losing anything if you didn't have it in the first place. That's a weird concept, actually. I'm gonna end it here, but that is a weird concept, that losing revenue that you haven't even made yet. Why do we talk like that? I don't like that.